Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Peak Millennial Podcast, where me and my friend Adrian talk about love and things. Maybe not about love and things, but for right now, we're sticking to love and things.
Oh, is that it? Was that
I
just
made the
the
wrong
two
chord.
notes?
I'm using that chord. That's the chord.
Because we thought, you know what there isn't enough of in the world?
Mm.
Podcasts by two friends who are like
Yes.
in their 20s
Mm-hmm.
talking about things that most people know about already.
That sounds like a great idea for content that nobody would want to watch, Edge.
Watch. They're not going to be
What?
watching. They're going to be listening whilst they're taking their dog out for a walk. So, last episode, we discussed
Too many things. We're talking about 8 different things.
breakups, jobs, work life, love life balance,
Hobbies.
long distance relationships,
Yeah.
sleeping with people's mums. Initially, the idea was that Gio was going to choose the questions and then I would answer them, but we're going to go the other way around this time.
Hit me with your advice stick.
This is from Yahoo Answers.
Oh, this is where all of the best questions, all of the best advice comes from. This is
Yeah.
like the agony aunt of the internet.
I completely agree. I think there's no judgment on Yahoo Answers, which is
Yeah.
what you really need for
Or sense.
love and relationship questions. So we're going to go all in the first question.
All in, baby.
Should I get a robot boyfriend?
Ow! I love it. I love this so much. Is that it? Is that the whole
Yeah,
thing? Is
yeah.
that the whole question?
There are updates, but once you give your advice, I'll give you an update.
Updates?
Yeah.
There's no paragraph explaining. It's just, shall I get a robot boyfriend?
Yeah. So update number 1 is
Yeah.
I will choose how he looks and he will satisfy my desires.
Wait, what? What's happening?
That's the update. I don't know. Like literally, that's what it says. I don't
What?
really know how that's an update in any way. Update number 2 is he will have a heater so he will be warm, and I hear silicone skin feels like real skin. I control his actions through voice command.
Didn't sign up for this, man. This is fucking shit, dude. In my head, this is a lady,
Yeah.
young lady.
Okay. We'll go with
That's
that.
probably not, is it? It's some dude at home. He's 30 centimeter neck beard. I think I need a husband or boyfriend. Look, this is a great question. In 20 years' time, people are gonna start wanting to have sex with robots. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Yeah.
Have you seen Asimo, the little robot? Cute little guy? I'd fuck him.
Okay. Wow.
He's great. He can bring you tea and stuff. I don't know what Asimo can do, but I know he can run.
Is that your minimum requirement for someone that you're going to have sex with? They bring me tea, so I'm going to have sex with them.
He's a cute little guy. For real. Have you seen those the robots? Have you seen the talking robot? I think her name is like Stephanie or something, and she talks and she has a human face.
Oh yeah. Nah.
It's really realistic. And she's like, I love you. I will bring you tea.
See, shit like that, right? It's only a matter of time before the robots have an uprising and they kill all of us.
Yeah, but this is why it's good, because originally that question was kind of a joke. But for realsies, they're gonna be robot people walking around at some point, dude. You gotta.
That's true. Okay, so one of the answers as well, I feel like we should go into this, is okay, why not? Vibrators and dildos seem to be standard fare for women. Why not a robot boyfriend? Can you get him to pay for dinner and fix your screen door? Better him than me.
Are you reading this, or is this in your head?
No. That's a legit answer to this question. Like, I didn't, that wasn't me ad-libbing there.
Did that last bit say better him than me?
Yes, yeah.
Look, man, if you're a robot boyfriend, I think there's no shame in that. But it depends. Does the robot boyfriend have a free will? Is he sentient? So I think if he's not sentient, you're like a budgie looking into a mirror.
The question I'm now asking myself is how aware would a robot, and what would a robot have, how realistic would he have to look for me to have sex with him?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking exactly. How far would I go? Would I fuck any robot? Are we talking Arnie with the skin or without the skin in Terminator?
This is a really weird comparison, but I'm going to make it anyway. You know when we were kids and we had those robot dogs and they were made of clear plastic?
Oh yeah!
If they were like those but as humans, would I fuck that? I don't know. I can't honestly say no.
There's fetishes where people, have sexy times with machines, right?
Excuse me?
That's a thing. They're sexy machines. They're basic. They're not I'm not talking to Terminators walking around boning people in a bar.
I wish.
But I'm saying, leave relationships aside for a second. Would you have a sexy robot?
It depends on how realistic looking are we going.
It's pretty realistic. It's not a person. You're not stupid, but it's pretty damn realistic. Anjanette, it's time for your Monday morning sex therapy. I'm only live to please. You know what though? Google Assistant can have conversations with people, and she tricks them into thinking that she's a real person. So one day a robot will trick you into thinking that you're having sex with a real person.
Okay. Alternative view. What if you're dating someone for a while, you're with them for a while,
Oh,
and then
no.
they're like, I'm a robot.
A robot.
I'm a robot. You've never seen me bleed. That's why I'm a
Mate.
robot.
I've had lower standards than a robot. Are you kidding me? I'd fuck a robot any day.
Oh wow.
Don't need
Oh,
nothing like a person.
I don't know who that's more insulting to, you or the people you've dated.
For real, seats.
Oof.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it would freak me out too much. People definitely would. There's no heckin' way. People are gonna be having sex with robots.
Oh
in the
yeah,
future.
yeah.
There's no way. Myself, I don't think I don't know though. If everyone else is doing it, I will probably do it for a laugh.
Because you know, like that TV show Humans, they kind of tackle this, but then it's like they have like consciousness and all that kind of stuff. But like, say they didn't have consciousness, and they just like did whatever you wanted. Like that's a
Oh
weird.
my god, this is like Westworld.
Yeah.
And Angela, would you have sex in Westworld? They look human. They're human for reals, but you know they're a robot. Assume it's just normal looking. No, but you know, in your head, like attractive, normal people. I'm not saying would you have sex with the Westworld people. I'm saying if you're in Westworld. In Westworld, it's like this, like TLDR. It's this place where you go. It's like a holiday park. For all intents and purposes, you can do whatever you want. You can go and have sexy times with a bunch of robots. You know what I mean? You can have some very good now. Know what I'm saying?
So you're asking me?
You smash?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that, yeah. What can I do, man?
Look, right. We're going to get to a stage in our lives where this is going to be commonplace. And I just think if they look like people, they feel like people. I mean, the thing is, right, is it gets into weird territory where it's like, if you're telling them what to do and stuff,
Yeah.
like it's kind of weird consent issues.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But it's a robot.
Exactly. So I honestly, I really don't know actually. Because I think you know what it is. I'd do it once and then be like, nah, that felt weird. And then I wait like 3 weeks, probably do it again.
You do it once, then 3 weeks later, you be like, oh, my morals are better now. I don't do that shit anymore. But really, you got like one in the downstairs basement.
Exactly. Because I think that's my problem. Really, is that it's like I don't learn from things. So I'd be like, that didn't feel good. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with myself. And then like a week later, I'd be like, oh yeah, remember that thing that happened like ages ago? I'm over that. Let's do it again. You know.
I think it would freak me out more if they looked exactly like real people. Because I'd be like, oh, there's this creepy real person that's like a hollow brain in my house.
But then you wouldn't be as like
sex with me.
Turned on by like a clear plastic robot thing. Well, maybe you would be. I don't know.
Maybe,
I know you're
whoa. Are you assuming that? But that's what I'm saying. I don't think I could because it gets only so far before it freaks me out in a different manner. Before it's like, oh, robot sex. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no way. What? It's like a strange hollow person.
Okay, but like, hear me out, right? So, if I could like design what the robot looked like.
What, are you trying to sell me sex with a robot? You making money off of this?
No. I mean for myself. If I went somewhere like Westworld and they were like, "Hey, we have a robot that looks exactly like Shawn Mendes. Okay. Do you want?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah, I'm in!" Like,
well, you know what? That's an interesting point. Is imagine in the future if there's like celebrity, they model the robots.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be a thing, right?
Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's gonna get real creepy real quick, man. I haven't got the stomach for this.
Yeah, probably, dude. Probably. I'm not gonna lie.
Stop having sex with robots. Let's be real. Come on.
Yeah. Should I get a robot boyfriend? Is the question.
Get a robot boyfriend.
You know what? Yeah.
I can't get over this.
That's my advice. Is just
Man, if it makes you feel good and you're genuinely happy
and you're not hurting anyone, you do you, man.
You go ahead and you make love to that sweet robot every damn Monday morning.
Why Monday morning?
Because Mondays suck. You got to go back to your job. You're like, at least the only thing I've got good in my life is I can have sex with this robot. Was there no answers? Was that the only answer?
The only answer was, oh no, there's another one that's like, why are people getting sex robots? SMH, suck that motherfucking silicone dick.
There you go.
And it's up to you, but to me, it's just a little weird.
God damn, the internet is so wise.
And then make sure he don't cheat with the TV or the vacuum.
That's so good. God, imagine what it would do to your self-esteem if your robot boyfriend was cheating on you.
Oh wow. You could program it to not cheat. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That would happen to me, right? Like I'm like, oh man, I really love this robot. I feel like finally I found the one, someone who could understand me. And then I see him like fucking my oven or something.
No,
It's like, she's warmer than your cold heart.
yeah. You forgot to set a password, and everyone's banging it.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway,
I don't want to talk
So-
about this anymore. It's freaking me out.
yeah. So on that note, next question. This is it's a fairly long one. So, got pregnant by a man that isn't my husband. Should I abort, not tell him, or just get him to knowingly raise another man's child?
Oh, the old big three switcheroo. I love it.
I didn't cheat. My husband knows I take lovers and he's into it. We were
What?
planning to start a family soon anyway, where
Oh.
my husband would quit his job to look after them full time. He'll know this was accidental and not deliberate, but if I'm honest, part of me wants to have children by several men. I feel that is what's best for the children.
Right.
It sounds really harsh, but some men are genetically better than my husband.
What?
It's only where my husband is better as a husband that I chose him instead. Because I don't want to look after children full time, whereas he is willing to and would be great at it. He is absolutely good enough to have children with, but maybe only one or two of his would be ideal, and 2 or 3 other men's. I would be proud to have sons like him, but a little worried if they couldn't find a woman like me that loved him. Wow.
Yeah, this woman sounds like she's collecting Pokemon cards.
There's more.
Oh, Christ.
I haven't talked to him about this yet, but I intend to. There is the temptation to just not tell him the child isn't his. That is pretty despicable, though. The only reason it's a consideration is because actually, maybe that's how he would be happiest if he didn't know. I've never come to an opinion on abortion, but my husband was always really against abortion, so I don't know how he'll react. What are the best options here and what are the worst?
Oh, damn. Yo, I get the impression this woman, she wants, well, obviously she says she does want to have a lot of little babbies. I don't think she wants to tell her husband. I think she's got a weird kink where she's like, oh, you wasted.
I don't think she is telling her husband that she's fucking other guys. That's
Yeah,
my
you-
theory.
You think she's making up so the internet doesn't come down on her like a
Yeah,
freight train?
yeah. She's like, I mean, it's not like he doesn't know that I'm fucking.
Yeah, he
other
likes it as
people.
well. No, well,
It's
people have-
fine.
People do the polygamy stuff.
I mean, that was going to be my topic for later.
So this woman is asking for advice. She wants to know whether she should. Is she pregos? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So she's pregnant with another man's baby, but she's married. Her husband knows that she sleeps with other men, but she doesn't know if she should tell this guy, oh, this isn't
Oh,
your, I'm not
God.
pregnant with your kid. I'm pregnant with someone else's kid.
Yeah.
Or she should just be like, oh, I'm pregnant with your baby, and then it will never be his. Okay, right. I have a question. How does she know it's not his?
Maybe she just hasn't been. She ain't been doing a day.
Right. So,
Good
but then,
enough.
if she knows it's not his, how will he know it's not his?
Wait, you confuse me.
So, okay, she knows it's not his because
She ain't been banging.
yeah, but then he knows that he hasn't been banging her either. So if she's just like, oh, it's your baby, he's gonna be like, wait a
sorry,
minute.
that's what you mean. Right. Yeah, you're right. How does she know it's not? Maybe she's got a feeling she knows. Maybe she's saying just in case, like you've got the multiple seed.
I'd love it if like this was like a white couple and the kid comes out like black. It's like, oh, it's your baby. Like,
Oh my god, we got a black one! Yay!
like, oh, I've heard that this can sometimes happen with 2 white people.
Let me
It's like
get it.
Rachel Dolezal. That's what happened with her.
It's like white
Okay.
people squared. I don't know.
the white outweighs each other and they become black. as
Yeah.
off the
It's
screen.
like timesing 0 by 0. Man, yeah, God
This
damn.
question has just broken you, hasn't
This
it?
question has ruined me. I feel like you've already, for me, the whole thing of just she's bang-a-langing other people already. You gotta, if you have that honesty, surely this doesn't fall. You know,
Yeah, now that's a different kettle of fish, though, isn't it?
this isn't the weirdest thing here.
Yeah, because okay, it's one thing if you're like in an open relationship, you're dating someone, they're fucking other people, you've established that, right? But then to be like,
Yeah.
we're gonna raise this kid, but it's not your kid, that would be horrible.
Yeah,
That's a different kind of mental torture, surely.
yeah, you're right. I mean, you have to fess, right? You can't trick the dude into raising. You can't, damn.
Yeah,
You can't
surely.
be tricking the dude into raising this little black kid, ain't it? Like, come on, man. Who are you trying to trick it? That's the only way you could go, dude. Like, I don't know what else to say. This is such a weird thing. What do you think?
Okay, I'll tell you what I'd do if I was in this situation, because that's the only way I can give advice. I'd probably get an abortion and not tell them that I was ever pregnant.
Oh, you get there. You go there. All right.
Probably. If I was in this situation, which I never would be in anyway, but if I fast forward 10 years, I'm in this exact situation.
I just wanted the Maltese effect times 12. Look, the only way is you got a festive guy. You got to be like, look,
Yeah.
remember how we was cool with bangalanging? Well, we're bangalanging a bit too much.
Honesty is generally the best policy, right? Like, if you're, I know that completely goes against the advice I gave earlier, but like, literally, I completely 180'd. But like, okay, if I was married to like someone, I mean, God forbid that ever happens. If I was married to someone and I was like banging other people and then I got pregnant with someone else's kid, I'd be like, look, I am pregnant with someone else's child. I don't want to have it because it's not your child. I mean, that's not what she said, actually. You know what? Just tell him, see what he thinks.
Just tell him. You got to tell him.
He might be like, oh, okay, great. I don't want a kid that's biologically mine. I worry that he will not find a woman who loves him like you love me.
Wow.
So, because that was in the question.
It was?
Yeah.
What?
I would be proud to have sons like him, but a little worried if they couldn't find a woman like me that loved him.
What?
That's fucking savage.
I mean, his husband's got some sort of disability or something.
That's so sad.
It's a really weird thing. I don't want any of them to end up with that fucking loser.
It sounds like he's Shrek. Like, it sounds like she's dating
Yeah.
Shrek.
Yeah. A fucking ogre of a husband. I gotta. God damn.
Little ogre children.
Well, maybe
But
she
I'm
is.
worried.
Maybe that's why she's banging other dudes, because her husband's like Shrek.
But Shrek
But
surely
not-
has like. Can you imagine what Shrek's knob is like?
So like his ears are just like shriveled up and inverted like a belly button. All right, screw that. Let's move on to the topic. That one just freaked me out. A sprinkle of topic dust.
Kind of a segue from the
Mhm.
question we just had. So, I recently watched the Louis Theroux documentary on polyamory today. I watched it today.
Oh.
And
What's that?
I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on polyamory? This is different to open relationships, from my understanding.
This?
Open relationships is when you're still only in a relationship with one person, but you can fuck whoever you want.
Oh.
Polyamory is like you've got like multiple boyfriends and girlfriends or whatever.
Right.
So the woman in the documentary at the beginning, she's married to a man called Jerry, and then she's
Fucking
engaged to another man called Joe. I think her name is
Oh.
Heidi.
Jerry. You got to think of the J's.
Yeah, I know.
You know some of that G sugar girl? Come down here.
She is like, dating this other guy, and it was like,
She's Craig David it. She's taking her for a drink on Tuesday, making love by Wednesday, and having sex with Frank on Friday. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the old Craig David.
yeah. I love how you come up with terms for everything. Okay, yeah, but it's like the guy who she's married to is like she was married to him for like 10 years,
Yeah.
and then she was like, I have feelings for this other guy, and then after a month, her husband was like, okay, you can date this other guy,
What?
and they've been dating each other for like 5 years,
What?
and now they're engaged, and the guy, the original guy, Jerry, the husband, like he's like, yeah, like I'm fine with it because like I'm happy for her, it makes her happy, and blah blah blah, and this guy is clearly not happy. He's clearly not getting anywhere else, right?
Oh,
Like,
no.
he's clearly so in love with this woman, he would just do anything to make her happy.
Jerry.
What is your opinion on polyamory? What do you think about it? Would you ever try it? If you were dating a girl and she was like, I think I want to have other boyfriends as well.
Man,
You want to have other
Here's-
girlfriends?
here's a sitch, dude.
Okay.
Other people, like, same sitch as always. The golden rule is like, you're not having anyone do whatever the fuck you want, man. When it comes to me, there is an inherent masculine pride that would forever be broken if I was, like, ever cheated on, or if, like, someone else was having sex with my girlfriend. There is no way my inherent being could take that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I get how you'd want to. Like, yeah, sure. You'd be like, oh, this is great. God damn, poor Jerry. There's no way Jerry does not feel like crap. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Now, I'll come at it from my perspective, which is generally as a girlfriend. When another girl looks at my boyfriend, I will be like, I will fucking rip your throat out with my teeth.
Man, I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people like to act like they're not stereotypical. I think that's fair. If you think I'm going to do a crazy and shit, you protect it or whatever. I agree. Sorry, carry on. I just interrupted.
Hear me out. Like, I'm not like another girl will fancy him and I'll be like, I'm going to kill you. Because it's like, if I fancy him, chances are other women are going to be too.
Sure.
My point being, I wouldn't be able to handle knowing that like someone I was in a relationship with was like in love with someone else as well. Like I think it would just be too much for me. And also I found that like kind of going back to what we said in the last ep, where you can have feelings for two people at the same time, but ultimately one of them you love more.
Yeah,
It's the same principle, right? Like you will always love one person more in that situation.
Sure.
I think you can't love everyone that you're seeing equally, because also like surely you can't spend your time equally with both of those people.
but also to do that is to pretend that every other love you've ever had in your life was not real. You know what I mean? Like you're the only person I can ever love. All those people I've ever dated before, I never loved them.
But everyone says that.
Yeah, but that's not true, is it?
Everyone
I
says
don't think
like,
that's true.
like I didn't know what love was until I got into this relationship. And I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah,
that's
but
bullshit.
you're invalidating your point in what you're saying, because
Yeah.
you're saying that you never thought you knew what love was. So what's to say you won't know that for your next relationship?
Yeah,
That's my
exactly.
point. As an aside, like for me, if I'm like I want to have multiple boys, shit, man, I don't have time for one. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
have
you're
so
right.
much effort. Like
This girl's got time on her hands, man. She got a job.
Literally, I don't know. Actually,
No
I
way,
just-
dude.
like, how do you have time to have multiple boys? Like, it just sounds like stress.
Multiple boyfriends,
just-
not even like lovers.
Yeah, because that's a whole other thing. Is that like if you're in a relationship with one person, you fuck. I mean, personally, I don't understand that either. But you know, kind of like I get that more because it's like some people I think aren't.
I don't get.
I don't get it, but I think like if you're going to cheat on someone, for example, like if you have the urge to fuck other people when you're in a relationship and you want to be in an open relationship and that other person can fuck whoever they want.
Yeah, but that's the
then
whole point. The whole point is that you're in a relationship. Of course, you want to fuck other people. Like, are you kidding me?
No, but
Like,
like
if I saw like some hot lady walk past, I'm like, oh damn, yeah. But that's the whole reason I'm in a relationship is I'm withholding that because I want to be with this person.
but you know what I mean, right? Like sometimes people will fuck up. Like people cheat on people all the time, right?
Sure.
Because people just want to have sex with other people. So like open relationships, that's like whatever. That's a different story. I kind of get that more. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I understand that more. Polyamory, I'm like, it just sounds like stress. It just sounds like a headache.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So they have a kid, Jerry and Heidi. They have a kid,
Is Jerry the number
the
one?
husband. Yeah, the first one.
Number one.
And the kid like knows about it.
What?
Yeah.
Does the kid hang
Yeah.
out with Jacob? What his name was?
Joe. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know about this. I feel like it's no. I mean, who am I to judge? Dude, this person's got their life together more than I have. What do I know? I'm sitting at home on my computer in my got my pajamas, drinking a beer the size of a peanut.
I think the problem I'm having with this is I don't have anyone who's in love with me.
She got two.
Finding two? What? How do you manage?
My dog ignores me, and she got two fucking lovers.
I think that's the crux of my issue with it is I can't find anyone to love me. So no, I'm kidding, obviously, but
I mean, good for her.
yeah, I
Good
mean,
for her. If everyone's happy, that's chill. But I think me and you are experiencing the same thing where we have an inherent, like a masculine or feminine feeling where like I'm devoted to this person.
I don't even think it's like a masculine feminine thing. I think it's just like I'm a possessive person. If someone's fucking me, I don't want them fucking anyone else. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what it comes down to. There was another one. They had a throuple wedding. So she married the two of them in the yeah, I swear to God. And they all sleep in the same bed.
Good for her, saving money on a pre-wedding.
So they all live together. This throuple. I don't know if I'm not pronouncing it right, but
Okay, my question is: this a lady with two dudes?
yes. I mean, she's kind of living my dream. I'm not gonna lie. She's
Yeah,
living
no.
she's living
Well,
my
yeah.
dream.
Obviously, don't get me wrong. Sounds fucking awesome. Listen, how do we get in on this? But, let's get that over with first. Are you kidding me? Like, I can have my own harem in a mansion. How do these people have enough money for a house this big? God damn.
Right. Okay. But can I be honest? Right.
Yeah.
My one thing that I had question that I had when I was watching this is that all three of them sleep in the same bed.
Oh, I wonder if your question is the same as my question.
And all of them, and I'm just like, doesn't the person in the middle get really hot? I wouldn't be able to sleep that way. I'm just being honest.
Oh no, that's not. That was not my question.
What was your question, G? What was your
My
question?
question is: she's banging the dudes. Are
Yes.
dudes banging each other?
Oh,
They
I
smash.
don't know. Okay, I'm only halfway through the documentary. I'll be honest. So I
In
haven't
my
seen how
mind,
that
this is
plays
a
out.
wonderful story where she's messing with guys. They're not too cool with it, but they want some, so they're sticking it out. They sleep in the same bed. They're a bit weirded out by it. Then one day she's out. They make it. They're making dinner. Oh, they rub hands one time, and the spark, something there.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'd be super into that if I came home and my two husbands were fucking each other.
You'd be like, well,
I would be like, well, I'm gonna sit here and watch. Like,
Is that a thing for girls? This is like a school. This is like high school talk. You know, the guys. We love it, man. It's something. It's a strange part of your brain that activates, and there's two guys making you like, God, I hate myself that I'm enjoying this, but can't stop it. Is that a thing for girls?
I can't speak for girls in general because I'm a pervert.
You can because you're the only girl on this podcast. That is literally your job. Literally, that's why you're here.
Well, personally, yeah, I think it's kind of
Dig
hot.
it.
Like,
All right, cool. Good for you guys.
I saw a gif of Andy Samberg and Paul Rudd kissing. They just pecked, right? And I said to my sister, I was like, can you send that to me?
No, there is a part of your brain that like isn't exercised. Do you know what I mean? It's like a strange corner, and there's like a door unlocked, and you're like, oh, hello, that was
Yeah.
there.
I'm like,
I'll keep
oh,
that for
okay.
later.
I enjoy that. Yeah. Because, okay, right. This is going to get a bit weird. But, like, I remember having this conversation with Adam Sears, who you know.
Sure.
Shout out to Adam if he's listening. He was kind of like, would you watch, like, gay porn, like, two guys? And I was like,
Yeah, well, that's also what I'm asking. Yeah.
sometimes, right, if you're watching, like, straight porn, the way that the women are treated, I'm a bit like, oh, no, I've been taken out of this now.
Yo, this is this is such a real point. Why does the gay porn just seem so much more wholesome than the porn? Yeah, these people could be in love. I believe this.
Exactly, right?
The acting
And
is
it's like-
better.
Yeah, so there is a part of me that like finds that more hot than, or okay, basically heterosexual porn is not for me.
Sure.
I don't know if I should put this online. It's just it'll be an interesting thing for my parents to have to hear.
They've seen it on their history before. It's fine. They've seen it on Google history.
God, probably. I was not slick when I was younger as well. Me googling like naked men that was when I was like 7 years old. Like, what's going on down there?
What?
you know?
What is a ball bag? Google images. Sum it up. Polygamy, open relation. Let's treat it as the same thing because they're closely related. Let's be for reals.
Actually, no. Okay, I've got another point about this because right, I was chatting with my friend about it. This is what he said. This polyamory thing is just not good. Honestly, I don't think it's good for people. And I was like, well, what do you mean? I think it could work for some people. Like, if you want to fuck other people or whatever.
I like that. Like, it sounds like you're kind of dancing around it. You're like, and he's like, no, people are stupid. Fuck these people. I like that. He's got a strong opinion. Good for him.
He said, I just think someone's always going to get the raw end of the deal. And I said, in what way? And he said, because the person they love doesn't, they don't want to leave them and then be on their own, but they just want them all to themselves. And I think that's pretty legit. If I was in a relationship with someone who I really, really loved and they were like, I don't want to date this other person, but also date you at the same time, I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. But at the same time, sometimes you're so in love with someone, you'll do anything to have them, to keep them in your life.
All I can think about is Jerry.
Oh, poor Jerry, man. If you're listening, Jerry, we love you.
Jerry, I'll fuck you. Come here, man.
Yeah. I was going to say that, but like, I would not fuck him.
Yeah, really? I'll take it back.
You could.
I'll take it back, Jazza. Well, hey, what are you saying? I wouldn't fuck him for you. Yeah, sure.
No, it's like, that's my personal preference, Gio. I don't know
God
what you're
damn.
into.
In my head, he's muscular and Greek.
I don't know what you're into. You asked me last ep, but we didn't go into it, what my type was.
And now we're playing What is Your Type?
I would say, if we're going by physically, generally the boys that I fancied have been taller than me, obviously, because if they're shorter than me, they are fucking short, because I'm only 5'2".
You're
So,
pretty
like,
short. That's
tiny.
true.
Generally, like, I don't know why, but most of the men that I've dated are 6 foot or over,
Oh.
with one exception.
Inherent heightism you got in there somewhere.
But like, not even on. I find that tall guys go after short women. Like they do,
Yeah.
because they like being tall and they like being with short women because they make them feel taller.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Iron giant syndrome. Yeah.
Like,
For like a big muscly gorilla.
like my ex-boyfriend was like 6'4".
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So like, he was a foot and 2 inches taller than me. That's
Was
a big distance. When we walked around, it kind of looked like he'd adopted me.
You didn't describe your type. You just said tall. You describe other
okay.
things.
Okay, all right.
Giraffes you could have sex with at this point.
I'm not into bestiality yet.
Hey, maybe I've met the right giraffe.
I just said I'm not into bestiality. However, one of my first crushes was the Fox
Well,
Robin Hood.
Yeah, that's easy. Look,
It's great.
Look, that's a foxy fox.
Even now, find him quite attractive. I think there's something wrong with me.
If you're listening to this, Google with me Robin Hood fox, and let's just appreciate that first picture of him with his arms out.
I'm very like high on cold medicine. I shouldn't be saying half this stuff.
I'd fuck that fox, is what I'm saying.
Okay, no. And then I think I go for generally like blue eyes. I probably go for blue eyes quite a lot. I go for generally brunettes most of the time. But there've been a few blondes in there as well. But then I feel like maybe that's what I'm going wrong. Brown-haired boys.
Yeah.
Stick with a blonde. They'll stick with me for life.
What about ladies?
Oh well. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. Ladies, I'm a lot less picky because hear me out. Because with women, I just feel like there are a lot more hot women than there are hot men.
Hey, I stand by that.
I mean, I'm talking to you because you're straight and you're obviously going to agree with me.
Hey, I agree.
But like,
no, but I can appreciate what a hot guy is. I can appreciate what a hot girl is.
yeah. But like, I think there are more. It's probably because of like the way that like women are valued on their appearance and all that kind of stuff. That's probably why. But the problem is, right, is that like I'll meet a girl and I'll be like, oh man, she's really hot. I want to give her my life, all that kind of stuff. And then she's always fucking straight, isn't she?
Yeah, what can you do?
Sometimes though, it happens the other way around. So one time, someone you fancied actually.
What?
From uni, I messaged you about this when it happened. I was on Tinder and I was swiping, and I saw this girl and I was like, hold on.
Oh, I know.
I've got my settings on see women. She must also have settings on see women if she's seeing me, unless I've accidentally put that I'm a man.
Of course.
Which did cross my mind. And then I swiped right. She swiped right as well. And I was like, holy shit. And I never messaged her. And I think that's my biggest regret to this day.
Dude.
We could be together now.
Oh, dude, you got no one to blame for that. You screwed that right up.
Yeah, I know. I screwed the pooch.
Oh, damn. That would have been like hitting a home run. Oh. Oof.
Yeah. If you're listening, slide into my DMs. We could have something special.
We could have something truly special. Okay. Come on a podcast. Let's talk about it. Let's talk it over. Let's look at naked. Talk about it.
We'll go. She and I will go on a date. Yeah. And we'll film the. No.
I'll record it from the shadows.
But I remember you were like, "She's so pretty. She looks like an anime character."
That's how I describe any girl. I'm like, what was it? Why didn't you message? Tell me. Cowardice.
Yeah, honestly, because it's like if I match with someone that I know or like know of, I just won't do it. I won't message. I'll never message first anyway.
Oh, is it because you knew each other?
Yeah, and it was just like if she's like, "Oh, I just swiped right because I knew you," I'd be like, "Oh, dagger in the heart," you know. I wanted to touch your face with my face, you know. What's your type, G?
Oh, god damn. I don't understand when people say they have types, really. It's a strange thing.
You've said this to me before, and I really don't understand what you mean. Like, I don't understand.
Because it's a strange thing to think about, that there's a type of person you're attracted to. I've been very attracted to, short women, tall women. All shapes and sizes. Maybe I'm just truly desperate in my contemporary. I genuinely think, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound really corny. Goddamn, just women are great, man. Like they're just. I don't mean like.
I agree.
I don't. Yeah. I don't mean like in a cheesy way of like, God, they're so majestic when they walk. They're just so much. I agree with that too. But just like hot damn, do you know what I mean? Like, God, if you had to, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I would tell you if you had to make me draw out perfect lady. Mm-hmm. I genuinely don't know what I could draw for you. I'm not trying to dance around it. I would love to answer that question, but I don't know. I like people with red hair. I like people with red hair, but I've been equally attracted to people, people with. It seems like such a weird thing to be like, oh, hair color really matters, There's this really cool girl, but goddamn, she's got this weird brown hair and really fucking.
It's not that though. That's not what I'm saying. It's not like, oh, I'm not gonna fancy this redhead guy because he's got red hair. That's not what I'm saying. Sure. I'm just saying, like, generally the guys I'm attracted to, if I walk past a bunch of guys in the street, you take like a consensus of all of them, they'll probably have brown hair.
Sure. But I've even tried to make it vaguer than that. Like I've tried to be like, they've got to have a really pretty face. There has to be someone.
They've got to be a human woman.
yeah. They've got to have 4 limbs. No. Hey, I'm right. Come up in
that. Hey, even that, man.
4 limbs? Are you kidding me? Oh, but lucky. What was I saying? Yeah, but I've thought about like pretty face. Maybe it's a smile. But then I've seen some ugly people, and like, hey, I'm not one to judge. But you know what I mean. You can. Maybe I'm one to judge. But
right. Okay, so I condensed my type of woman down into a celebrity. Could you do the same thing? That's my question.
Wow. Right? Let me try and find you a celebrity that I think is attractive. You're gonna have to give me a second.
Because like today, right? Like I saw a photo of Zoe Kravitz on Instagram, and I was like, any ounce of heterosexuality I had is now gone.
I do like people who are like a bit different, like different looking, a bit different acting. Man, I think that a lot of people our age just dress and look the same. You ever notice how boys, they all got the same damn haircut? My hair sucks. I would love to have good hair like most of the guys I like, but they all have the same damn haircut. They wear the same damn crap. And that's like that. You do what you want, but it's just kind of like someone tried it, someone.
I completely agree with you. I think I don't use Tinder and haven't in a while. I can be like swiping on Tinder and see like 10 of the exact same boy in a row and be like,
yeah, that's what I mean. Do you think I have time?
No, I don't think you have a type at all. I've seen the girls that you've dated. I don't think you have a type. Okay, but then you've seen the boys I've dated as well, or like been interested in. They are to a certain extent quite different.
They're very white boy.
Yeah, no, they always wear like Patagonia t-shirts and that kind of shit.
Yeah, but yours aren't like your white boys aren't the type that I was talking about where they've all got the same haircut and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
They're like, but they're still very like you'd never go out with like The Rock.
No. I think my type goes from either like dirty hipster who look like they
dirty hipster, I like that,
in a week, or like very model, good-looking type.
You basically want to date Legolas from Lord of the Rings. I think that's what you want to.
Yeah.
You want to date an elf.
Honestly, yeah, the blonde hair.
Some girls are Aragorn girls, but you're a Legolas girl.
No, I'm 100% a Legolas girl. My God.
You want to find those Gimli girls? Them some freaky shit.
Thing is, I don't actually find Orlando Bloom that hot outside of Lord of the Rings.
I think Lord of the Rings is when he's the least hot. He's very strange looking.
That's what I like.
Orlando Bloom in the most recent Pirates of the Caribbean film, in like the one that sucked really bad, but you saw him at the end and he was like all grown up with a beard. Woo!
Yeah, I don't know. He's not really my vibe.
Spicy man. Who was your hot celebrity? You picked that singer man. Shawn Mendes.
Oh, Shawn Mendes, yeah.
What is it that I can... Because I describe all of the people that you like as boys. Because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not men.
Yeah.
Is that wrong of me? Is that some sort of masculine thing I have?
No, that's 100% correct. Because like even someone like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I've had a crush on for most of my life.
Oh, I would call him a man though. Now I'd call him a man.
No, like even the way that he smiles and like the way that he is, he's got a like boyish charm about him. He's not like
yeah, he does, but
he's not like
I would definitely call him a man.
But I think that's the thing. My type is not really like overly masculine men.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
if a guy is like like we said, like The Rock or whatever, even
sure,
or like I'm trying to think of someone who I think is like a really masculine guy, but I can't really think of it.
Yeah, The Rock is like a masculine, but he's kind of sensitive. He's just so cool. I think Captain America has boyish charms.
Yeah, oof,
but he's oh my god, he is man. There's no hot damn.
Out of all the Avengers, I don't know if I'm biased because of my love for Spider-Man, but Tom Holland is the one I'm most attracted to.
All right, but let's say you can't say Spider-Man. How has this podcast gone from polygamy to which Avengers we'd bang? God damn, man.
Which Avenger would you bang? Okay, anyone in the MCU, who would you bang?
Yo, man, if any of them would take me, I'd be like, hot damn. If I had the choice, which Avenger do you think I'd bang?
Probably Scarlet Witch.
Oh, I forgot about her. Oh, damn.
I knew it. I'm so good at this.
I know how many girls in it, Marvel. Who else can I don't even know who there is, man. I mean, I guess you're right. I'm disappointed there's not more. Well.
If I... Black Panther, probably.
Yeah, that's right. You Wakanda that shit forever, yeah.
He's really fit. We've talked a lot about my type, but we haven't really gone into yours that much.
We have a bit. But there's no type. I haven't got a type.
Okay, this is my thing. Do you have a type personality-wise? Because I definitely do.
I would say I prefer the more stereotypical feminine girls.
Okay, in what way?
As a stereotypical feminine.
No, but like there's like like wears pink and like paints her nails, or there's like just naturally. Like I would say like I'm quite a naturally masculine, not masculine, but like I'm not the most feminine person. That's what I mean. But it's not like I like makeup and I wear colors and that kind of thing, and I wear dresses and that kind of shit. But like in my general attitude and like demeanor, I wouldn't say I'm very feminine. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. I think there's two different things. Yeah, for me it's more. Yeah, for me femininity. In my head is more attitude, demeanor, the way you behave. I feel horrible saying stuff like that. I don't know, it's something weird. Why do you feel horrible about it? I like a mature woman who's in touch with her feminine side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Okay. Because like personality wise, I definitely have a type. I think more so than I do looks wise. It's just like, if you want to date me, I'll probably date you. No, that's really not true. That's really not true.
My favorite kind of person is the kind of people who like me.
Honestly, that's my favorite kind of person. It's not my type. My type is actually people who aren't interested in me in any way. But sometimes, rarely, it works out for me, and I find someone who actually is.
Oh god, I'm probably like the most introverted person that I know. So in a way, I like to think that I would, in my head, I would be like with another introverted girl because we would just like, you know, lay on the bed all day and do nothing, and that'd be sweet because that's me all over. And I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I think pragmatically, I would probably have to somehow convince a lovely extroverted woman.
I kind of agree in the sense of that I quite like having the balance of someone who is quite different to me. They will get me out and do stuff, and like if they're more adventurous than I am, and because it's kind of the side of myself I guess I want to be a little bit more, but don't feel encouraged enough to do it myself. Wow, is this therapy? Am I in therapy right now?
Oh my god, well, late night therapy with Gio.
I quite like if someone like is really like active and like goes to the gym, and then they take me as well, and like that kind of thing. It was stuff I want to do, but
Yeah.
don't have the balls to do by myself, you know.
Sure.
Basically.
I'm so lonely. Goddamn. Find me somebody to love. Find me
You wanna?
somebody to love.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
All right. On that note,
Yeah.
find Gio somebody to love.
Find Gio somebody to love. I'll tell you why I'm single on the next podcast.
Okay.
Oh, teaser. There you go. Oh, that's a good cliffhanger. Next podcast, found out why Gio's single. It's definitely not because I'm a horrible, dirty grizzly bear who lives in this room all day. All right. Bye.
Bye.